So we're Coco and Lafe, and when my son graduated from high school in 2007, 2 days later we said, okay, we're hitting the road. We headed for Boston to try and break into the folk music scene there.
We ran away from home.
We ran away from home.
Let's get away, go to China, let's get away, to Casablanca, let's get away, forget the budget, let's get away, just you and me.
We headed for California. We packed up guitars and our busking beagle, Lilla, and a cappuccino maker.
Large cappuccino.
And came to where we tried to find warm weather places where we could just keep doing this because we really love it.
And we fell in love with California, and there's dozens and dozens of farmers markets, and then we thought, why not national? And so now we're taking off touring farmers markets nationally.
Markets are very community oriented. The farmers love the customers love the farmers, and the music helps make all that much more, warm and fuzzy.
Farmers markets are great. First of all, we love being outside. Playing outside is just magical. And at farmers markets, we get to meet, and people get to meet each other, just all different kinds of people from different walks of life, from different economic situations, families, different age groups that you wouldn't normally all get in one place at one time that you do at markets. And it's just so fun to play music for them.
And they just commingle naturally out in the fresh air, and looking for fresh produce, and it's kind of like the old town square, recreated by the farmers market phenomena. We've just gone from 1,700 markets to 4,700 markets in less than 4 years. It's now, last year, the U.S. Department of Agriculture said 60 million people shopped at farmers markets and spent over $1 billion. Michelle Obama's growing a garden, an organic garden, on the White House lawn.
Farmers markets in general are really wonderful communities. They're life itself. Everybody comes down. There's a great deal of socializing that takes place. It's like a community.
I found a heart in Cambridge underground, in Harvard Transit Station, lost and found, among the bags and hats and unmarked keys, a heart that once belonged to her.
I've noticed in the markets I've been at when I've walked around that people congregate around the musicians, and it draws them in, and it's a stopping point, another watering hole, if you will.
For every $100 that's spent in a grocery store, $25 stays in the community. For every $100 spent at a farmer's market, $67 stays in the community, and $99 of that 100 stays within the state.
Well, primarily because you can buy local goods as opposed to buying things that are from far away. And in talking to the farmers, what I notice is that things are grown pretty much organically and with a lot of care.
There's an apple on the table from the garden. Snow White's coming by to chew the news. But the only fairy tale I do believe in is waking up tomorrow next to you.
So farmers markets were absolutely perfect for us. House concerts, we get to spend a whole evening with the people that we met at the farmers markets.
Those guys are great. I'm the best musicians I've heard at the market here. They're really good. So I think that's another thing. People come to the markets for entertainment. Besides just buying produce, they come here it's a social event.
That we get to see so many people. We get to travel. We love to travel. We get to do that. And basically we've removed ourselves from the competition that most musicians are in with each other to get the limited number of clubs.
We've created our own niche. It's like we've gone back hundreds of years to the troubadours of old that traveled from town to town for coins and food, and
Now the winter time's come, the windows are filled with frost. I went to tell everybody, but I just could not get it across. I wanna be your lover, baby, I don't wanna be your boss. Don't say I never want you when your train is lost.
People come to farmers markets not just to buy food, but also to to enjoy themselves, a chance to walk around and talk to friends and meet new people, meet the farmers, but also to enjoy the music and the entertainment. And you know, their music was very enjoyable, and not only that, it's very fundamental, which is kind of what I think of when I think of a farmer's market. It's back to its roots, and that's when I listen to their sound. That's the sense that I get, that they're also a grassroots, you know, grassroots entertainment for a grassroots movement.
So, and for us, what we want to do most is write songs. Even more than performing, more than anything else, we like writing songs. And when we're out here traveling from farmers market to farmers market, playing house concerts, it's very intimate. You meet people; they're not shy about walking up to you, and you hear their stories. You know, you have adventures on the road. We broke down in Tucson and wound up with our car on the back of a flatbed, and they let us ride in the flatbed across the desert for 200 miles to Tucson. And so you end up writing songs about it. It's where our material comes from, is the people that we meet and the things that we do.
Did Santa Anna have a lover when he led his men to free his Mexico? Did she stand there in the doorway with a towel in her hands and her eyes saying no? Did she beg him not to go? Did she say, forget the Alamo?
Radio has just totally embraced the new CD, Cafe Loco. 110 stations are playing it, including Rich Warren's Midnight Special, XM Satellite, and that's brought more people out, you know, to farmers markets, brings more people out to house concerts. We've gotten so many invitations to come in and be guests on these radio shows. It's one of the things that we're doing on this cross-country farmers markets tour is radio interviews.
I've been wishing that your trembling lips were close to mine. I've been wishing that your fingers were intertwined in my bedspread. I bought some candles to match your eyes. I bought some roses, put them on your side. And if I ever get my courage up, I'm gonna introduce myself to you.
So we hope to see ourselves at festivals, obviously house concerts. We see ourselves as songwriters first, performers second, and so we want to play outdoors at festivals, house concerts, but we see ourselves doing exactly this 5 years from now, even 10 years from now. 15 years from now, we just want to still be on this side of the grass, but 5 and 10 years from now, we hope to be doing the exact same thing we're doing now.
And still recording, hopefully.
An album a year. We make a record, at least one record every year. Last year we made 2. This year we made 1 so far.
People love their music. They're you know, they have a great spirit. They have a great style. They have a great mix of music. So people love them a lot.
We hope you're dog friendly because Lila is our manager and advisor, and she goes with us everywhere we go.
And this is not a snarl. This is a smile.
It's an underbite.
It's an underbite. She didn't have an orthodontist when she was young.
She was a rescue beagle. She's very quiet, very polite, and very wise.
You're pragmatic,
You're a dreamer.
you're all static.
Being mean.
You know I'd like to forget about it. Whatever happened to you and me? Let's get away. Go to China, let's get away. To Casablanca, let's get away. Forget the budget, let's get away. Just you and me. Let's get away. Just you and me.
Thank you. I guess we don't need to tell you the name of that one, right?